By the way, I haven't seen Chikage recently, but has she been doing well?
Huh? I guess.
Chikage is in her first year at Kanon Girls' School, where all the heiresses attend, right? I wonder if she's ever going to have a boyfriend.
I'm not so sure.
Shunichi, you really don't care about Chikage at all, do you?
My name is Shuichi Miyama. Chikage's my sister who's a year younger than me, and she attends a different school currently. The reason why we don't go to the same school is that she didn't want to attend to my school. So now, my sister attends a girls' school that's renowned in town. Well, it's more like she hates me badly. By the way, there's a sign on my sister's door.
I hate my brother, so I don't want him near me.
Right? She's so easy to tell.
That sounds like she's a bit more than just expressive. But then, that would make me even more excited.
Whoa! You're turning on in the weirdest way!
I wish she would hate me like that too.
And to add, Yura Korigane, my childhood friend, is a weird person.
I'm sure she means it the other way, so you don't have to worry about it too much.
Are you sure about that? After talking to Yura about it, she concluded that the I hate you will make a miraculous V-turn to become an I love you. I really don't agree with that though. That evening, the four of us family members had dinner together. Well, it's been a long time. But Chikage wouldn't even look at me while we were having dinner. As usual, whenever I spoke, she would frown, and she seemed to be displeased. And seeing Chikage's demeanor, our parents were trying to proactively talk to her.
Chikage, how's school been?
It's normal, it's fun, and nothing more than that. You know what? Chikage got the highest grade for her exam the other day.
Wow, that's impressive. Great job, Chikage.
It seemed like even our parents didn't know how to handle Chikage since she was in her rebellious stage. You should be a bit happier.
No, it's just that I'm smarter than you, and that's all.
Ugh, she's so rude. After dinner, when I was relaxing in my room, Yura called me.
There's something I forgot to tell you about Chikage.
About Chikage? What is it?
Chikage isn't really honest with herself, right? Remember how she got upset when I went to your house to hang out with you before?
Well, I remember that happening. It was about a year ago. Yura really wanted to come hang out at my house, so I invited her over. And Chikage seemed to hate it, and she shut herself in her room. I believe Chikage started being cold with me starting around that time.
So, I'm saying that she's jealous.
Jealous? Are you talking about Chikage?
Maybe she thought that her beloved brother was going to be stolen by another girl.
No, I don't think so. Besides, I don't even consider you a girl to begin with.
What the heck? You're turning me on so badly, so can you say it one more time?
Why would I say it again? And a huge incident happened a few days after I had this conversation with Yura. On a Sunday, a few days after that, Dad said he had something important to tell us, so he called me and Chikage to the living room.
There's something I really need to tell the two of you.
What's the matter? You seem to make this formal.
This is regarding Chikage.
About me?
To tell you the truth, Chikage, you're not blood related to us.
Both Chikage and I were in shock to hear this out of nowhere. For a moment, I thought he was telling a joke, but my father wasn't the type of person who would joke about something like this. He then proceeded to tell us more details. My father used to have a colleague who he considered his best friend.
I'm about to have a son soon. He'll be born in March.
We need to try hard too!
If you ever have a child, I hope our kids get along well.
Yeah, we could throw a barbecue party in the weekends. And if my baby is a daughter, she might end up marrying your son.
Hey, arranged marriage isn't really a thing in this generation.
I was born, and Chikage was born the following year, and things were going well until then. However, a tragedy occurred. Shortly after Chikage was born, her parents were in a car accident.
So then, I decided to take you in, since I was his best friend.
So, does that mean I'm not your child?
That's right. I'm sorry that I kept it a secret until now, but then both me and your mother considered you as our child as we raised you.
I'm sorry. I want to organize my thoughts, so can I get some alone time?
As Chikage said those words, she shut herself in her room. I'm sure it was shocking. But then, why did Dad decide to tell Chikage at this time? There's actually a bit more to the story. About how I feel towards Chikage. My parents have been concerned about the relationship between me and Chikage recently. Of course, the whole arranged marriage was a joke, but we're still step-siblings. But then, I only have one answer when it comes to how I feel towards Chikage. Even though we're step-siblings, she's my beloved sister. That night, Chikage didn't join us for dinner. I walked to her room so many times, and every time I did so, I walked away without knocking. I had no idea how I was supposed to talk to her, but I was still worried about her so much. The next day on a Monday, I went to school as I dragged my feet.
Shunichi, are you okay?
Yeah, a lot has happened last night.
You can talk to me if you're concerned about something.
No, it's okay. It's not anything I could talk to others about. I'm sure Chikage is suffering more than I am. Mr. Brother, I need to get it together. That day I decided to stop by a cake shop on my way home from school to buy Chikage's favorite sweets. This was the only thing that I could think of to cheer her up at this time, and I went home, but... When I got home, my mom was just about to leave.
Chikage is still inside her room.
Okay, I bought her favorite cake, so I'll keep an eye out for her.
Yes, please. I'll be home a bit late.
Have a good time. And I went to Chikage's room to knock on her door. Chikage, can I have a moment? I bought some cakes at the station earlier. And that was when I noticed something. The sign on the door was different. It was rather switched out to something else.
Dear beloved brother, you can come inside anytime you want.
Huh? I had to read it 3 times to comprehend it. I knocked on my head to see if I was dreaming, but I wasn't. And that was when the door suddenly opened, and Chikage showed up in her sleepwear.
What's the matter?
Oh, I bought some sweets for you, so I was wondering...
Stop standing around. You can come in.
There's a different sign on her door, but am I even allowed to ask about it? When I walked inside her room, Chikage sat at the edge of the bed.
I want to talk to you about something, so can you sit over here?
Okay. Seeing Chikage's demeanor, I was still trying to figure out which one it was. I wondered if she was the one who switched out that sign on her door. As I sat next to her, Chikage peeked at me a few times.
So, what's the sweets?
Oh, I thought you might be a bit depressed, so I made a stop on my way home from school.
I see. Thanks. But why are you being kind to me?
Well, it's because I thought you might be depressed.
Is that it? What else?
Well, we're family. It's only natural for me to be kind to my sister, right?
I see. But we're not even blood related. Are you still going to consider me your sister even then?
Well, I was surprised about that too, but you're still my sister.
To be honest, I'm glad that I wasn't your sister.
I knew it. Seems like you hate me pretty badly. And at that moment, Chikage came near me.
No!
Huh?
I'm sorry that I couldn't be honest with myself all along, but to tell you the truth, I love you! Not as a family, but as a man!
Huh? And at that moment, I was shocked by a wind that was 100 miles per hour. Besides, Chikage has a pillar in her arm that says yes. This means that she was making a perfect sign towards a man. Hold on a second! Where'd you get that thing?
I'm not sure why, but Yura brought it earlier.
That idiot! Sounds like Yura was here while I was at the cake shop. After calming down and organizing the situation, it turned out this way.
You talked to Yura to tell her that I was depressed about something, right?
No, I didn't.
Huh? But then that was why Yura was concerned about me and decided to come to our house.
She's always all about her intuition, so she probably guessed it.
And that was when...
I don't like Shunichi or anything.
Well, what are you talking about?
Oh, you know it already. Chikage, you like Shunichi, right?
Huh?
Today, Shunichi didn't seem too cheerful at school. It seemed as if he was concerned about something involving you. He's been concerned all the time recently.
And is this about my brother?
Yup, Shunichi is kind, so he's always worried about you. I'm not sure why you had to miss school today, but maybe you should talk to Shunichi about it.
But then, I've been treating my brother coldly all the time recently.
Don't worry, I thought so, and I brought a nice gift for you today.
A nice gift?
Here, it's called a yes or no pillow. Do you know about it?
No, I don't.
All right.
Huh? Did you just say something?
No, nothing. Anyway, if you make the yes side facing towards the other person, it helps you get along with them.
Really?
Also, I'll go ahead and switch out the sign on your door, too.
So that's it.
That idiot! This means that Yura brought in this project. Yura was the one who wrote that sign on her door, and even this yes or no pillow too.
Hey, what exactly is this pillow?
Look, let me tell you.
What? For a man and a woman, too?
Yura almost got us here, but we've been able to prevent it in advance. I was glad that I got to hear Chikage's honest feelings. Wait, hold on a second. Chikage, did you say that you liked me as a man earlier?
I did, but I wasn't thinking that far.
Right!
I lied. I've been thinking about it every once in a while.
What?
I mean, well, sometimes I was in the mood.
Stop right there! You don't have to tell me any further details. Even Chikage's ears were blushing, but she wouldn't look the other way, and she looked straight into my eyes. And seeing her demeanor, I could tell that she wasn't joking. Well, we're still students!
Still? Does that mean there's eventually?
I panicked, and I tried to take the conversation in a random direction, but I failed. But then, what happened to Chikage today?
Hey, I was wondering if I could call you Shunichi instead of my brother.
Chikage hugged the pillow with the yes side facing towards me as she laid on her bed. She's hiding her face to the pillow, but her eyes were looking straight at me, and she couldn't hide how her ears were turning red. To be honest, she was extremely cute. You know what? I just remembered I have to go somewhere.
What?
I'm stepping out for a moment, so we'll talk when I get back. I left Chikage as she was still lying on her bed to walk out of the room immediately. And when I got to my room next door... Yura! What do you think you're doing?
Huh? Oh,
I knew Yura was inside my room trying to eavesdrop on our conversation. I took Yura outside our house as I head over to a cafe near my house. Look, you...
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to eavesdrop.
Before that, there are many things that you need to reflect on.
Huh? Is there something else?
There are so many! What were you thinking giving a yes or no pillow to my sister?
But then, Chikage seemed to be into it.
It was because you boosted her in the wrong direction. And besides, I can't believe you were eavesdropping.
I mean, I was just curious. Those kinds of things happening between siblings make me turn on so badly.
Ew!
I was going to use that so I could do it in your room. Wait, why are you making me say that?
You said it on your own. Anyway, Yura's a very weird person. And shortly after...
But then I knew I was right. Chikage didn't hate you to begin with.
I guess.
As a fact, you should be glad to know that she loves you.
I can't simply be glad about it. She said she likes me as a man.
Well, it's fine if you guys are just step-siblings, right? I'm getting turned on.
Stop turning yourself with other people's family situations.
Oh, but I guess I'd be turned on even more if you guys were blood-related.
Why are you getting all sad?
But you would already know why she's been treating you coldly all along, right? Either way, you should talk to Chikage again once you get back home.
After stirring up the situation, Yura nudged me about it. To be honest, I don't want to be nudged, but it's true that I had to talk to Chikage about it. This will stay awkward if I didn't do anything about it. Oh, where's Mom?
She called to tell me that she'll be home a little later.
I see. I guess the two of us can have dinner together then.
Okay.
Our parents said they'll be home late, so we decided to have dinner together. I told Chikage about how Yura was eavesdropping next door, and also how I took her out to talk about it. Chikage seemed like she didn't know what to say, but she was blushing.
I guess Yura got us there.
She's the type of person who can read the room but still chooses to destroy it, so you should watch out for her. Going back to what we were talking about earlier, Chikage, have you always liked me?
Yeah, it was around my final year in junior high. My heart would race every time I saw you.
I see.
I've been telling myself that this isn't right since you were my brother.
So, was that why you were treating me coldly?
I'm so sorry for how I've been behaving. I hope you forgive me. I'll be more honest with myself.
Yeah, well, I really don't mind it at this point, so don't worry about it. More importantly, Chikage looks 20 times prettier than usual. I don't think this is about whether we're blood-related or not. Chikage is simply cute when she's honest with herself.
I was also emotionally unstable after hearing what Dad told us. It's true. I was shocked to find out about my real parents. But then I realized that it was okay for me to be in love with you. I was confused because I discovered the good and bad news at the same time. And putting it that way, I might be a terrible person. I should be thinking more about my real parents. But I can't stop thinking about you.
I see. But then you need to think about your real parents too.
So there's somewhere I wanted to go.
A few days later, Chikage and I went to the temple where Chikage's parents were resting in peace. Chikage placed her palms together, and she seemed as she was telling them something. I stood still as I waited for her to be done, as I thought about what should happen from now on. By the way, according to what Dad said, Chikage's house and their assets were left as is. I thought about having Chikage leave our house to inherit their assets too, but... What? Are you going to continue living with us?
Yep, I want to stay alongside you. Also, I'm an adopted child to our parents as of now.
I see. I'm glad to hear that. I feel so relieved.
And I was telling my real parents earlier.
About what?
I asked them if it was okay if I decided to marry you, Shinichi. And they said that it was up to you. So now, is it okay if I'm your stepsister, your girlfriend, and your fiancé at the same time?
Chikage smiled a bit teasingly, which was really cute and I felt relieved. She chooses to be alongside me for the rest of my life. And I could feel that she had made up her mind to always tell me how much she loved me from now on. And of course, I made up my mind too. I think that's valid, as long as you're okay with it.
Huh?
I mean, I also like you too.
What? That's so sudden.
I've been thinking about it until today too. You were my sister who meant a lot to me, but you simply mean a lot more to me now. But then, since we're still students, we need to make sure we keep ourselves under control.
Does that mean we'll get to be in a relationship?
Of course!
Yay!
And from here on, it'll be regarding what happened afterwards.
Ah, I see. Good for you. Congrats.
Thanks, but why are you not really excited about it?
Well,
Wait, don't tell me that Yura had actually been in love with me too!
I would have been turned on even more if you guys were blood-related siblings.
What?
And then it'll get all messy and slimy and... Oh, I can't resist this.
You're just the same as always.
But, hold on a second. If I steal, maybe we can create that situation.
What? No,
I'll steal Chikage from you.
Wait, what?
My nose is bleeding just from imagining.
Will you please leave us alone? I beg you. I'm such a unique childhood friend. I'll just keep a distance from Yura from now on. What matters is the relationship between me and Chikage. And as for Chikage...
Welcome home, Shinichi.
I'm home, Chikage! Chikage and I started living together at the house that Chikage's parents had gifted her. And now, the step-siblings have moved in together. When we told our parents about our relationship...
Well, we were ready for this moment if it were to happen.
You have our support.
Chikage's parents' house is left as is, so you guys can use that house.
With our parents' support, we moved in a matter of days.
I told my friends that I have a fiancé when I was at school today, and then a few of them were also talking about how they also had a fiancé too.
I should have seen that coming, given that you go to a school of heiresses. I guess it's normal. Since I go to a public school, I don't think any of my friends would have a fiancé.
I guess I was surprised too. But then it turns out that I'm the only one who gets to live with my fiancé.
You better not brag about it to your friends.
I know, but then tonight will be a yes.
You mean tonight will also be a yes, right? Jeez. I still haven't seen the no side of the yes or no pillow that Yura gave her.